Good morning, everyone. This is Shannon from Money Tree Billing, and we are here today talking to Jenna Werre. And Jenna is our first Northwestern scholarship recipient, and she just won a $1,000 scholarship, and we're meeting with her, chatting with her, learning a little bit about her. As you know, at Money Tree, we're super excited to do anything we can to help support chiropractic, which is what we're really passionate about. And we're excited to do this in this new way with this next generation. So Jenna, I just want to start by saying thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to chat with me this morning.
Thank you so much, Shannon.
So Jenna, where are you in your school process?
So I am currently a T10 completing my last internship at the Fargo VA. So I'll be graduating in April from Northwestern.
Gosh, just like when in April?
April 17th is the commencement.
6 weeks away.
Yes, it's very soon, yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And then you're a busy lady right now because you said you're interning like 10-hour days, 4 days a week, getting ready to graduate, married, active military. And is there something else going on we should know about?
Correct. Yes, I'm also having a baby. I'm due the day after graduation. So
just get it all done at once.
Sure.
So let me ask you, why chiropractic for you?
I like to say that chiropractic chose me. When I was just under halfway through with school, I was actually digging through my computer and I found a paper that I wrote my sophomore year of high school about how I wanted to be a chiropractor. So it wasn't that I have this amazing life-changing chiropractic story that I, had debilitating migraines and I got adjusted once. And many people do have that story, which is also incredible. But I just feel like it chose me, though it took me a little while to get there. I did my undergrad first, and I was involved in EMS in high school and decided to pursue that and get some patient care experience prior to going back to chiropractic school, kind of use my brain, take a break from studying, but still learn and interact with patients. And then I was kind of in a limbo period of, when is a good time, because I wasn't co-located with the school or any chiropractic school for that matter. So it was a matter of, what's it going to take for me to move my life and away from my husband and where I've been living my adult life at this point. To pursue this thing that has really been on my heart for a long time. So I just kind of had a moment one Easter in 2017 and decided, I've completed the prereqs and I think it's time right now. So I went home, had a very short conversation with my husband, who's very, very supportive of me and my goals, and just kind of got the ball rolling from there, and it's flown by. So that's just kind of how it happened. And now it's almost over, but really just beginning.
How exciting. Well, again, congratulations. That's a big achievement. So being on this side of the educational process, you're about to step out and do all the real world things in chiropractic. What would you say or share with incoming students?
Definitely that it is a marathon, not a sprint. The coursework is very demanding. You take upwards of 30 credits at a time year round, and you really need to have some things that are going to balance out your life. You need to have deliberate time that you're going to spend on yourself and outside of the school. For me, a couple of those things are, I actually really like to work. I will work myself into the ground because I need to not do the same thing all the time. So I had 3 jobs the whole time I was in school. I wouldn't necessarily suggest that because a lot of people thought that I was nuts. But I really like to do a lot of things at once. Something else that I try to do every single year is sign up for some sort of running activity. So that kind of gives me something else to focus on, a goal to achieve, and something to work towards. Because you need something to break up the monotony of going home, barely having time to feed yourself, studying, and then going to bed, taking a test, and waking up the next day and doing it all again. Somebody from our cohort tallied up, and it was I think close to 365 exams that we took throughout the
Wow.
whole thing, and tens of thousands of slides that we had to study. So it is very, very demanding, but you have to be patient with yourself and you have to be very deliberate with your time, so you don't burn out.
That's great. Yeah, I don't think I could do it. Thus, I'm a biller. I'm a chiropractic biller, not a chiropractor. though,
Mhm.
though many chiropractors say they couldn't do the billing side of it. So I
Well,
guess
your
we're all
work is never
qualified.
done either.
No, that's for sure. We are never bored at Money Tree. That's for sure. So where do you go from here? What happens after graduation for you?
Well, I mean, other than the baby, I am planning on moving at some point with my husband, hopefully this summer or fall. And I will be starting a business, we think right now in South Dakota. I'm kind of ready to have a change, see a new area. Neither of us have family here, and family is a large priority for me as I'm kind of figuring out what I want to do for work. You want to settle down eventually, though I haven't had a lot of experience with that. I've kind of been on the go since I've been an adult, but I'm gonna have my own business, treating animals and humans, and hopefully eventually serve in uniform treating military members. That is in its infancy, but I think it is on the horizon, and it's definitely warranted, needed, and wanted by really anybody that knows the value of it.
Absolutely. And I can tell you from the billing side of things that we see more and more. So we bill nationwide for
Mhm.
clinics around the country, and we see more and more VA billing happening in different areas of the country. And it's exciting because I can tell you, oh, I'm probably wrong on this, but I think if you go back maybe 6 years even, I think we had one clinic that was actively billing out for like 3 VA patients, and that was it. And now almost every clinic that we service has, multiple, maybe
Mhm.
just a small handful, but it's fun to see that growing because coming from, I am not military, but coming from a military family, um, it's really exciting to see chiropractic move into that. And I'm going to dig a little deeper because you threw out a couple nuggets there that I think are really
Sure.
fascinating. Um, One, you said you intend to do chiropractic for people and animals.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit more about that. Now, is that something you will be ready to do when you graduate Northwestern? Is that something you have to do additional schooling for? And how do you see building your practice with both those elements? Because that's
Yeah.
not common, I don't think.
Not super common. No, I actually just finished this last weekend, a program called Options for Animals in Kansas. So it is separate from the school, but you go 5 times to Kansas. It's a Wednesday through Sunday, to get certified, and you learn how to work on horses and dogs mainly. But once you've completed the course, you can work on any animal that someone presents to you. The challenge in animal chiropractic, similarly to, um, well, I mean, TRICARE right now, so it doesn't cover service members that are actively serving, where you can get care through the VA after you're out there. So there's challenges in every niche that you're would be pursuing potentially, but the laws for a chiropractor to adjust an animal vary widely within different states. So many states you need a veterinarian referral. So that takes kind of a lot of time. So though I will be ready to adjust animals once I complete school, you still have to really build those relationships, because you're seen as more of a specialist rather than in human chiropractic, where we have primary care and complete autonomy with the patient.
Mm-hmm.
So I will be ready right after graduation to do that. And I will have taken the association exam. There are 2 different associations you can get affiliated with in order to practice. And but the states that we're looking at moving to are referral states. So I will have some legwork to do on the front end, but once you develop those relationships, I'm very hopeful that it'll be really successful, and I will get to help out a lot of animals because they have pain and injury and disease just like humans do, and they respond very well to care from what I've learned so far.
I mean, that's really exciting. And we talked about this a little bit when we first met last week and chatted a little bit prior to today. So you know that my personal chiropractor actually has his chiropractic veterinarian license certification. I don't even know the technical terms, but so my cats get adjusted.
They love it.
I figure if my family is under wellness care, my cat should be as well. But they love it. They think it's like a massage, and the results they get are amazing. And it's fascinating to watch, really. And I mean, humans and animals are so, closely related as far as we love our pets. I think, there are people who call their pets their children and so on and so forth. So it's just kind of amazing to bring that piece into it, and people would never think of it. So very cool thing. I will say for you, maybe hopefully something encouraging is, I know he and I talk quite a bit, and he was telling me there's only one vet in his area. He's like met all the vets. He just want to introduce himself, the whole thing. And there was only one that was not receptive. The rest were like, great, no problem, totally on board. And there was just one that was like, yeah, no. And so it went pretty easy for him as far as that piece goes. So hopefully you'll find the same for you.
Yes.
But
absolutely.
So the other nugget, and this was something that really drew us to your application when we were reviewing the applicants, was you are not only active military, but you talked about one of your goals being to have chiropractors active in the military, same like a medic, right? Same sort of concept, chiropractors out on active duty, taking care of the troops.
So there actually was legislature, and there was an executive order sitting on President Trump's desk prior to him vacating the premises, to have that signed into law that they would be integrated in with military units on active duty. Now, I don't think that got finished at the end of his term, but at least it means that the wheels are spinning, and whether it comes from what we say big army and trickles down to National Guard and reserve type units, or if it's able to be, spun up within the state, is kind of the part that I know that I can affect. So just like with veterinarians, I'm really active in talking with the leaders in my organization about the value of chiropractic, because just like the benefits package, you get really great insurance by being in the service, you get education benefits. I think there are a lot of people that would be interested in, being adjusted during a drill weekend. I think that it would do a lot for people. It's good for mental health. It's good for reducing injuries, which are all things that the leaders of the organization are looking at, as well as that retention piece of how do we keep people in? Do we have incentives? Do people enjoy their time when they're in? Because it's hard work, and you show up and you get the work done and you go home, but at the same time you want to have incentive for people to enjoy their time too.
No, absolutely. I think it's amazing. I think it's exciting. I think it's about time for so I'm excited to see what happens. I know I was just reading an article, I believe with the ACA recently, where they were talking about some of the expansion happening with military and chiropractic care even this year on like 6 different locations or something going on. So it's going to be fun to follow it. It's going to be fun to follow you. We'd love to stay in touch and keep in touch with what you're up to, check in with you going forward. See pictures of the baby. Do you know what you're having?
I'm having a girl.
Oh, and do we have a name picked out yet, or is that a secret?
We're still arguing. It's fine though.
Maybe it'll be one of those things where we have to see her first, and then
we'll figure it out. We'll come to a consensus somehow.
Well, congratulations. I think we are so blessed to have you as our first recipient, and so proud to see someone like you representing the profession. And so good luck to you. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Congratulations. And we'll talk soon.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.